Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make the Starburst bracelet. Today you are going to need your loom, a hook, 3 colors, and either an S-clip or a C-clip. My 3 colors are going to be black, orange, and yellow. Of course you can use more colors like in this bracelet, but I'm going to use 3. Gather your supplies and let's begin. Okay, let's get started. My bracelet is going to look something like this with 3 different colors. To begin, we are going to start by making a border. My border is going to be in black. You're going to start at the bottom of your loom by creating a V shape, just like this. Now you're going to travel up your loom, putting elastics on both sides, like so. You're going to do this all the way up the loom. This step takes a while, so I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay, now you can see that I have my V shape and I have placed bands traveling all the way up the 2 sides of the loom. Because this is going to be a full border, I have left open pegs at the end of each row. Now I'm going to close off my border in another V shape, just like this. Now I will lay down my loom and push down all of my bands. You want to make sure your bands are pushed down throughout the entire bracelet. So I'm pushing them down on every single peg. Usually I will try to place my bands as far down as possible so that I don't have to take this time. But because you didn't know that, I decided not to, and to show you how to push them down. Making sure they're not overlapping. Okay, so now all my bands are laid down. Now I will take my first color. For me, I'm going to use orange. You're going to put your orange bands starting on the second peg on the center row. Put it on the center peg and bring it out to the right top peg. Making sure you push down the center peg because there will be a lot of bands on here. Now you're going to take your center peg to the bottom right. You're going to continue doing this pattern in a clockwise rotation. And placing my last one up straight. Now it looks like this. This is where your starburst will come in from. Next you're going to skip this peg because it already has elastics on it and go to the next peg with your second color, placing it in a clockwise rotation. Making sure that your center peg is always pushed down because there are a lot of elastics being put on this one. And last one. You will continue to skip this peg and go on to the next one through the entire bracelet. I'm going to alternate my colors. As you can tell, this step takes a while, so I will be right back. Okay, now I have laid all of my starbursts. Next we will place capping bands. My capping bands will be in black because this is my border color. You're going to take your black band, twist it around your fingers so that it looks like 2 bands. Take it off and put it on this first peg, sorry. This is the only one that you're going to do like this. The other ones, you will only put it in the center of the starburst, not on the additional pegs. Taking your elastic, twisting it around twice, and putting it on the center of the starburst. Now, like I said, you will skip a peg and go to the center of the starburst, doubling it and putting it on. Skipping a peg again and going to the center of the starburst. Not to worry if your color is like mine, black, and looks like it will show through, it will not. You can see on this other bracelet that I'll show you in just a moment. You can see on this one, I use black for these ones and you can't see it through that well unless you're actually looking for it, which you will not be. You'll be admiring your starburst. So now you will continue to place the loop or place the capping bands, and I have 2 more left. Okay, now we have placed our capping bands. Now we will start to loop. We're going to take our hook and, starting at this end, put our hook underneath our capping band, like so, grabbing the yellow band, underneath both capping bands, grabbing the yellow band and looping it over to the center of your starburst. Now you're going to continue this, but taking it from the starburst out to the outside of your starburst in a clockwise rotation, putting it under the capping band, grabbing the next one, a counterclockwise, and putting it back to where it came from in a teardrop shape. Grabbing the next band, taking it out back to where it came from. And we are going to continue this on each starburst. I will just show you once more, and then I will be right back, because this step does take quite a while. So you're going to take the top one and bring it to your starburst. Then you will take the top band inside your starburst and take it back to where it came from. This is creating a teardrop shape. And you're going to continue this, taking it back to where it came from and creating the teardrop shape in a counterclockwise rotation, opposite of what we did when we placed the bands, which we did in a clockwise rotation. And remembering to make sure it is creating a teardrop shape. This step does take a while, so I will be right back. Okay, now as you can see, I have hooked all of my starbursts. Now I will do just like any ordinary bracelet, and I will hook the border. Starting at the top, you place your hook through the capping band and take the top black band or border color, and you take it back to where it came from. Now you put your hook back through, grabbing the bottom band and take it back to where it came from. Now you'll do the same thing, taking the bottom black band and taking it back to where it came from, all the way down the 2 sides. This step does take a while, so I will be right back. Okay, now you can see that I have hooked all the way down both sides of my loom. For this V shape, you will simply do the same thing as going down, taking the bottom black band, pulling it back to where it came from on both sides. Both these black bands will come to the center peg. Just like so. Now it's time to add our extension. We're almost done our bracelet. For the extension, I'm going to make mine a 6-band extension just like this one, but you can make yours a 12-band extension like this one. For my 6-band, I'm going to put my hook in this side and add 3 bands. Putting it on my hook, pulling it through, and putting the other end on my hook, just like that. It's simply a single. And I'm going to do that 2 more times. This is the second, and this is the third. Now I'm going to add my S-clip. If you prefer a C-clip, you can use it. It doesn't really matter. And if you would like to make yours a 12-band extension, you simply add 6 on each side. Now I'm going to put my hook through all of the elastics, put my elastic on my hook, and pull it through, being careful not to hook any other additional elastics. This one's tricky. Oh man, I can't get it. So I'm just adding this band on. I find it easier if I pick up my loom, so that's what I'm doing. And now I have my band on my hook. And I'm going to add 2 more. 1, 2. Now that I have 3 on each side, it will add up to a 6th band extension. And I'm going to carefully take off one of my Starburst, or maybe 2. I'm going to take off 2 actually, so that I can stretch this side to the other side and clip my S-clip onto there. Now you can carefully just take off all of your elastics. Now you have completed your Starburst bracelet. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. There are many more where that came from on many other different tutorials. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks!